Hello, everybody. Thank you for listening to Before We Break Up Again. Thank you if you've become a patron. We're very grateful for you being there. This is a longer than usual episode. I do just have to say that I am, as usual, true to form, quite depressing in it, but I think we pick it up. I think we recover from that. I do cry just for a second though, and then we rebound off that. Alfie tries his best to keep the mood up. I think that we covered quite a lot of subjects. Talk about more storage, sketchbook, drama, Alfie's special coming out. Wow, your iron brew is making a sound. That's weird. And we talk about our childhoods. So thank you for listening. Please subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube. That really helps. And yeah, I hope you enjoy.
Subscribe, leave a review, leave a comment, leave a review on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, wherever you get it, leave a rating, give it 5 stars, obviously, please. Thank you so much. It does help. We want to try and get new ears into the podcast. The Patreon, there is an extra episode every week and more besides at patreon.com/braveclown. Enjoy the episode.
Go on then.
I'm here with Jessie Cave, my partner, common law wife, the mother of my 4 children. We've had another delivery of storage stuff. So this is stuff that has been in storage, the family storage unit, the famous family storage unit, from your past. Now, Jessie has instructed me to speak. I am to filibuster at the top of the episode to try and set the tone. Jessie is enthusiastic about the idea of this being a positive and fun episode and not another crying episode. Don't move my iron brew. Thank you very much indeed, Mrs. So I am full of life. I'm sprightly. I'm full of hope. I'm full of joy. I'm full of Christmas cheer. And I'd like to invite you to join me, listener, in my den of festive fun. Jessie, there's another shipment come in of detritus from your life. Would you like to tell us what we can be expecting in future episodes of Before We Break Up Again as you slowly, or actually, no, to give you credit, rather quickly move through everything?
Does anyone else have to go through? I don't understand what it is. Basically, it's bags and bags and bags of sketchbooks from art school. Mm-hmm. And my 20s, I guess. I don't know. I moved out of home, like all my stuff. I don't know. Maybe this is incredibly arrogant of me, but I didn't clear out my stuff when I moved out of home. Did you?
Yes. I took my stuff with me, and I think I didn't have that much stuff. And the stuff that I did have, I've thrown away. I mean, you can see if you look to your left, Jessie, there is amongst your, I would say, hundreds of kilos of sketchbooks. There is a pile of about 10 sketchbooks that are mine.
Yeah. So just 10. You've just got 10.
Not sketchbooks, but notebooks.
Moleskins
from throughout my career. Very few complete. I wish about myself that I was the sort of man that completes a moleskin, but I'm not. Are you hungry, mate? He said to the dog. So yeah, I'm not very good at that.
Yeah, well, I'm too good at that.
At finishing sketchbooks. Yeah, it's a brilliant quality to have.
Yeah, but what am I meant to do with them? Like, I just can't just burn them all. And my mum is so, nostalgic about those kind of things. She's like, no, you can't throw them away. They're you. But it's like, well, what? I don't want to just drown in stuff. So I now have to go through them all, I guess, and take photos of them. Some of them, to be fair, are really, like, there's some really good stuff, different style. I don't know. I'm not saying it's good, but for me, it's good.
I suppose what I would have done is I would have purchased a Stanley knife, and I would have gone through those sketchbooks, and I would have scythed out the things worth saving.
That's a good idea.
And I would have kept the best bits of each sketchbook and put them in a new, I would say, scrapbook of memories of various, and that way you'll have enough of your past.
Yeah.
But when you are an aged person, I don't think you're going to be rifling through hundreds and hundreds of pages.
Well, that's the point. No one rifles through their past, really.
No.
No one goes through the however many photos on their iPhone, I don't look through photos more than once every few months. And yet I keep them all. It's a good lesson really for the kids, because right now I'm doing what I know, which is I keep everything. So I keep all their drawings. I've got better at throwing the shit ones away, but I keep most of their drawings.
Yeah, you keep their masterpieces.
I keep.
You kept Donnie's water lilies, haven't you? You've kept.
You can't think of any more, can you?
Margot's David.
Mm. Oh, Pinsy, you're being so annoying.
You really are.
He's just a bit clingy. He's a clingy dog.
He's a teenager.
Anyway, sorry, it's really boring, listener. Let's move on. It's not a particularly uplifting thing to do, to rifle through your past.
Well, you haven't started rifling yet.
I've just done the first batch of rifling, and I'm doing the second batch of rifling. And I did feel really depressed after the first batch, because I was such a depressed.
Yeah. But you also felt depressed before you did it.
Yeah, but I'm having this new wave of like self-loathing.
Yeah.
That was definitely
that should have a musical sting, really, shouldn't it? Jesse's new wave of self-loathing, coming to you fresh on Before We Break Up Again Radio. Jessie Cave, tell us about what's getting you down about you this week.
My teeth.
Jessie's teeth.
My jaw.
Jessie's teeth. Now, is this a separate problem, or could we perhaps hive this into the same group to make it feel like...
Actually.
Yeah.
Because in some of that stuff was my previous mouth guards.
Yep.
So I could see how my teeth have changed.
Did you try to put any of them in your mouth?
Yeah, they don't fit. My mouth is way wider now.
Your mouth is wider. That's to accommodate my massive cock, isn't it? Sorry. People often say, oh God, you don't want a big dick, it'll stretch you out. Yeah, stretch your mouth out if you give too many blowjobs to a
Okay,
guy
can we
with
just
a
say
massive...
that my mum is in the next room?
Okay, sorry
Thank
about that.
you.
I'm just trying to create brilliant, uplifting content for everybody at Christmas, Jessie. I'm fighting back against
It's not Christmas yet.
current.
It's not Christmas.
Well,
are you sure that noise isn't absolutely off-putting for the listener?
I can't hear anything.
Okay.
But maybe
Can
it
you
is.
tell him to go to the radiator? Pinter, go to the radiator. Go on. Yeah, there you go. That will kill 2 minutes. Anyway, it's fine. It's fine. I basically have to do nothing but go through it until the end of the year, and then start January as a new person who hopefully doesn't hate herself as much.
And how are you going to achieve that goal? That New Year's resolution? You resolve to hate yourself slightly more. Now you talk for a little bit about how you're going to do that, whilst I just eliminate this background noise problem.
I don't know. Could I do like fast track therapy and do that by January 1st? Do 14 sessions of cat therapy or whatever I've been recommended.
Yes.
And then January 1st, I'll be just a new woman.
Cat therapy apparently is brilliant, we learned today. It's where they teach you how to lick yourself, jump very high. It's rather amazing, isn't it?
I don't know. It's about maps or something. You look at the map of your life, and then you, rather than just talking therapy, which I think is bullshit.
Yours is a dead end, isn't it?
Talking therapy?
No, the map. So I was doing another joke. I'm absolutely on fire today, Jessie.
That's good.
Aren't I? Am I not being a pretty competent podcaster right now?
Sure. Yeah, you're being fine.
Sure.
You're being fine.
Fine.
You've picked it up from this morning when you were pretty annoying.
Well, I wasn't pretty annoying, Jessie.
I don't want to talk about that.
No, I don't. I know you never want to talk about the things in which you can't.
I'll talk about, I had a driving lesson this morning.
Yeah, talk about that. Talk about something where you come over well.
I don't come over well in it. I got told off actually in my driving lesson.
Did you like it?
I did think, that was a bit too much from the teacher. But then I also thought, I like that he feels safe with me, that he can tell me off.
Is that what you like about me? You feel safe that I can tell you off?
You don't tell me off.
Should I?
You don't tell me off. You just argue with me.
No, I don't argue with you. I argue back.
Yeah, but your inaction leads to arguments. So you think that you're not starting them, but actually your passivity has started them.
I once wrote a diary entry called Inaction in Action.
Did you actually?
Mm-hmm. About my inaction.
Oh, yeah. Is that published?
No. I've been looking for a publisher, but no. It remains in the pages of one of my moleskins somewhere.
I just realised I've got Ribena in this hat.
You've got Ribena in the hat and in your glass.
Yeah. You don't start the arguments too far. I do. He is a very forthright driving instructor and gives too many instructions at one time. So he's just like, check the mirrors, check the clutch, brake, nope, left mirror, right mirror, wing, no, check the blind spot, other blind spot. No. Just too much at the same time, which because I can already drive, I'm just having refresher lessons because I haven't driven in 15 years.
Well, you have a license.
I have a license, yeah. So I could technically drive now. I could drive your van.
Yeah. But whether or not you can drive is another issue, isn't it?
I can. He says I'm a very, very good driver, but I don't know enough stuff. So I don't know.
Generally.
I don't know.
Is he teaching you about the Napoleonic Wars and stuff like that?
That would be great if I could just get that all into a 2-hour session. Get all my history, get my driving done. Then I'll be able to get the kids from school and then you'll stop fucking complaining.
Then I'll stop fucking complaining.
About you have to do the school pickups and stuff.
I don't complain about that. I very rarely complain about that. No more than is like, and I'm not complaining to you like it's your fault that I've got to do a school pickup. It's just that like if it's interrupted my workflow, then I might.
Yeah.
I spend quite a lot of this podcast defending myself.
It's also funny because we do, it's not like you're doing the school pickup on your own. I have to come.
You don't.
But I
quite frequently do it by myself.
Yeah, you do that more now. Yeah, but it basically we're doing everything en masse from 8 a.m. and you can't get away from me really. No,
I was thinking that as I was on the sofa and you went, Alfie, can you? And I went, but I'm working.
You were lying down on the sofa.
I was lying down on the sofa working. I know. Me being upright or horizontal has nothing to do like it. If you're going to work from home, why not dig into the benefits? Key benefit number 1, big sofa to lie on whilst you edit clips for the social media mammoth.
I really want to learn how to edit clips on a laptop because then I won't feel so awful doing it, like looking at my phone so much.
Job 1, buy a better laptop than you currently own because that one won't, you barely even watch clips on that, let alone edit them.
Yeah, no, I do need to buy a new laptop. I'm going to try and raise funds via OnlyFans for a laptop.
Mm-hmm. So you need a laptop and breast implants
boob job.
That's what you're raising.
You know, you can have pots on Monzo.
And HMRC, yeah.
Yeah, so I've got a pot now for a boob job.
Have you?
Yeah.
Actually?
Yeah.
How much is in it?
$1,000.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I
think I need what is a good boob. It's difficult to gauge. All boob job $6,000 or is a really good one $10,000?
Hey, I have a boob job question. A big tit's more expensive. Like the bigger the tit, the more expensive. It's like it's $8,000 for an E cup, but if you want to go up to H, it's 11.
This is the type of research I need you to be doing.
I'm happy to do because they have on the surgeon's website a picture of boobs, and that's like.
I couldn't see any. I did not.
Well, you're not looking hard enough.
It's really hard.
You could be one of the like before and after tits.
You know how
would you let them do that? They don't put your face in it.
No, I wouldn't. Okay. No. You know how we found it really difficult to find a builder?
Yeah.
It's like that with a surgeon. I can't find one.
What, are they just not getting back to you?
No, it's just really hard to, it's just, how do you know? You look at their reviews and it's just weird seeing like a 4.5 star review for a boob job.
When we were doing our live show in Edinburgh, it was we sold it as a live podcast before we'd ever done an episode of the podcast. A rather amusing thing to be doing. But you spoke about boob jobs and whatnot. We had a rather sort of good riff on it that developed over the month in Edinburgh. And a woman came up to you afterwards and went, "Just do it. It's just so much better." You just, it's, I think, how I feel about testosterone replacement therapy. It's kind of frowned upon when you actually do it and then reap the benefits.
Is it frowned upon?
Well, just like, it was the front page of The Guardian that too many people were doing it and they didn't need it.
Oh, right. Well, I need it, don't I? My blood results come back and I've got low testosterone.
Yes, very low, which is weird seeing as...
I'm such a man.
Well, no, seeing as how close you are to such a kind of throbbing bastion of testosterone in me.
Yeah, it's really weird.
You would have thought like you had osmotically received some of my testosterone just through us sleeping next to each other.
Yeah, and having
sex, naked sex in bed, yeah.
That's weird. But it makes sense because one of the effects or symptoms of having low testosterone is apathy. And I have that in spades. I've,
in some of my lower moments recently, and I am loath to admit this, become quite into researching peptides on the internet. And
because that's what we need to be doing right now, finding more pointless shit to
again,
Google.
This is me with testosterone replacement therapy. I feel apathetic. I feel depressed. I feel sluggish. I feel worn down. Hey, have you tried exercising and eating healthier? I think I'm just going to do TRT for a bit, like shortcuts that involve less stuff. We are where we are.
We are where we are.
There's loads of peptides is a huge new thing now that there's loads of them that you can get, and it just shortcut to happiness and better functionality.
I just don't like taking anything. And that's the problem. I need to take more risks with that. But I think once I stop OnlyFans, whenever I do that, and I'm not so...
Sorry to anybody watching, I just dribbled on my chin.
Okay. If I ever stop caring so much about my hair and its condition, because the side effects of loads of drugs are hair loss.
Yeah.
So,
and hair gain. It's
facial hair, the hair where you don't want there to be hair.
It's like the symptom of lots of these drugs is constipation and diarrhea, which I always feel fairly skeptical about. It's like, well, which one is it? Hard stool or soft stool?
Please, can we just never, ever say stool again on this podcast? See, Pinto agrees.
Pinto doesn't like the word stool. He had a green stool this morning.
Yeah, I know. I fucking cleared one up.
Oh, did you? Brilliant. Because in the park, he commit more stool to the
Stop right now. Stop right now.
Can I say one thing about it?
No.
I will. And
I'm going to make this sound then.
Whenever he does a shit in the in the park, whenever I pick it up, he always looks at me as if to go, "The fuck are you doing? Why would you want to do that? It's gross."
Yeah.
He looks at me as if to go, "Where is your dignity?"
He also turns when I'm with him. He turns his back to me, almost like he's embarrassed.
Oh, like when he shits?
Yeah.
Oh no, he looks me dead in the eye. Goes
really?
Like this, don't you? Now, we asked for some questions very last minute. And do we have a single solitary question yet? Because
the only question we have is the only one. Wait, how do you find it? The only one we have, which is quite funny, is, here we go. The first one we have is, what was Alfie's mother like?
Now, I have some questions about the question. Why past tense? Do you know something about my mother that I don't? Because to my knowledge, she's still alive and kicking, touring, no less, with Dead Ringers, the celebrated Radio 4 Impressions show. So what is she like? I could answer that question for you. What was she like? Well, I'm not sure how different she is to how she was. No more so than any of us are. Do you want to just stay in the pocket of the podcast,
No, because I'm upset.
Why?
Because I told you that we would get that kind of question. And I want to change it.
I have a question about the picture choice of supporters.
On Patreon, because you've got some weird, like, Russian cheerleader picture that I don't understand. And you were like, oh, it's funny. Why is it funny?
I don't know.
Exactly. So just change it. If you don't even know why it's funny, then why are you having a Russian cheerleader as why is it? Why isn't it just a funny photo of us?
A funny photo of us. Okay, that can be a funny photo of us. I'll replace that.
Thank you.
I suppose that's funny because of the, you could argue, I suppose, the contrast between the extremely attractive woman enjoying a pastime, cheering on Russia. I mean, it's obviously not a direct support of Russian foreign policy, is it?
Yeah, but why bother?
Why bother with anything? Who knows?
Why bother doing something just to be provocative like it is?
But it's not just to be provocative.
But I'm an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that and I was like, that's weird. And someone else has. And I reckon lots of people who click onto the Patreon page are like, well, maybe they support Russia.
Well, then they shouldn't be Patreons of the podcast, because that is a kind of insane. To be honest with you, I set up a Patreon for one of my own projects before the invasion of Ukraine by Russia. I mean, it was still after the occupation of Crimea. So look, I've never liked Russia. I mean, you know, I wasn't pubic during Boris Yeltsin's leadership of the country. And even then, you know, it was better, but it wasn't. I mean, he was on the piss the whole time. I could sort of relate to him more, I think.
Well, anyway, let's stop that dead and change the images, okay?
Yeah, absolutely. We'll just have a picture of a normal supporter.
Before you get cancelled again, okay, Alfie?
I'm not going to get cancelled.
Maybe we should call this podcast Before We Get Cancelled Again.
Like how Jamie Lang and Sophie Habu constantly change their podcast title depending on what stage of their relationship's at.
Oh, that's cool. But they have the same SSR feed or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Serotonin uptake. It's like, because it was nearly weds, wasn't it? And now it's nearly parents.
Yes. And
then it's going to be nearly divorced.
Well, I kind of got
nearly
quite
separated
a shock.
Would be better. Sorry, carry on.
Yeah. I don't think we're listening to each other today.
Well, I think because you said that you placed the onus on me for this podcast at the beginning of the podcast. So I feel like I'm really trying to bring it.
But I think I'm finding you quite annoying.
Yeah, but you found me quite annoying all day. And I think that's fair. I
think that you're being, I don't like it when you are
being too performative.
Yeah, I find it like, what are you, it's just me. What are you doing?
But it isn't just you, is it? It's the recording equipment and everybody who's listening. But
I know.
I get what you mean.
Yeah.
I get what you mean.
I got quite a shock when I thought for a second that Jamie Lang was doing a podcast with Alan de Botton, rather than Alan de Botton just being a guest on Jamie Lang's one, because there's so many clips circulating of Alan de Botton being on his podcast. And for a second I thought, are they really doing that together? Which I guess would be entertaining.
It's amazing what big business podcasting is. I wonder where Jamie Lang gets all the time from.
That's his main job, isn't it? Well, actually, doesn't he do Candy Kittens? Well,
he runs a sweets business. Yes, that's Candy Kittens. And then he has his Nearly Parents. And then he's got his, I'm going to try and make you cry podcast, where he gets people on like Alan de Botton and Joanne McNally. And she goes, I don't know what's going on. And then he's got his other one where he's Radio 1 DJ.
Wow, you know a lot about Jamie Lang.
Well, he's not shy of my social media feed.
Well, now I've mentioned him, he'll probably be on it all the time.
Hey.
My explore page is just women with hair, long hair.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm getting some tips.
Yeah. But on what?
On Instagram. No, I only am on Instagram.
I understand that. But what are the tips? What have you learned?
I've learned what gets me to watch a clip through. What is it that gets me hooked? You know, the viral hook or whatever it is. What makes me want to watch the whole thing? And it's all how good it looks, how good the whole thing looks. So the colors and the setting, and usually how attractive or interesting the person looks. Or
yeah.
What about you? Yours is just boobs, isn't it?
My Discover page.
Yeah.
It's actually, it's not as many big breasts as you'd assume it was.
Has it been in the past just boobs?
It's gone through phases where there's more breasts than, I think once you kind of hang around on a reel in which because a lot of the time with women with large breasts, they'll do this thing where the reel will start and they'll sit down and it'll go boing.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And that will be the thing. And then you go, I can't what happens next? There's a big sense of anticipation then because you've seen some breasts wobble. And also you're sort of powerless to your own functions at that point. And you watch the reel through. And then I think even if you've just watched that one reel, the algorithm very much says, right, it's tits. Let's flood tits. And
I've seen quite a lot of the similar thing, but with the bum. So someone flopping down front onto a bed to read a book, but it's the angle is just to look at the bum wobble. Really clever, like huge book influencers doing that.
Yeah.
So clever.
Yeah.
Like that is as risque to me as doing
what you're doing on your OnlyFans.
Yeah. Like that's so on the same level.
Well, I think, there's a lot of, I don't want to give away too much of what you do on your OnlyFans. It'd be nice if people subscribed.
Well, I don't think that this is the same audience.
No, there's the different demographics, aren't there? You'd have to imagine. But
it'd be amazing if I could find one person who's like
a crossover fan, Substack, OnlyFans, Patreon. If they were committing,
they would know everything about me.
Like over £10 a month to you.
Yeah, it would be £10.
Yeah.
Because it's $3.50 on all of them.
No, it's $4 on.
Oh, is it $4 on Patreon? Well, we better give some more good stuff.
Depending on what tier they are.
Yeah.
I wonder if people are put off joining the Russian one.
I love Russia.
And pledging allegiance to Vladimir, which is, of course, what I wanted everybody to do. Anybody who's listened
Alfie,
to the podcast knows what a huge fan of Vladimir Putin
so tense.
I am.
I'm going to talk over you because I feel so tense.
But
you're talking about that stuff. I just don't like it. I don't like it.
But I'm not, it's not even.
I just don't like it. Do you remember when you used to, I'm not actually going to, let's move on. I'm very, very tense. I'm a very tense woman.
You're so tense today. You've oscillated wildly today between deep and loving affection towards me and like bitter contempt. And there has been very little middle ground in your behavior towards me today. It's either I love you so much or you need to be nice.
Oh.
And I can't puzzle that one out.
Yeah, I think I've reached fatigue in all areas of podcasting and social, like everything. I feel like I need a break now.
Mm-hmm.
I need to go through my stuff.
Yeah.
And start again. I feel very overexposed in all areas.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's the end of the road on a few things.
Yeah.
Like I genuinely I feel like I've done everything I can do on with my hair.
Mm-hmm. And
that's a lot of pressure because if that goes, then we're kind of fucked financially. So there's a lot of pressure on me, as there's also a lot of pressure on you right now with your thing coming out. And I want to help you. But our ways of work are very different. So yeah, I don't know. I feel a lot of pressure and I feel the kids have all been off school and it's just a lot of stuff going on, isn't there?
There is a lot of stuff going on, Jessie, but I have a crazy feeling that it's all going to be okay. I think one of the things that you mentioned before we pressed the record button on this podcast was that you felt exposed because you weren't used to contributing to social media this much. And we've spoken a lot about social media and our disgruntlement as millennials with the new technology. However, I think a very interesting thing that is something for everybody is that how much of you there is out there, like floating around in the ether. Like there's so much of you to consume. This is the sort of thing that usually only like film stars had to deal with some years ago, and then TV soap stars or whatever, but it's still not you. It's like Tom Waits, nobody really knew who he was. He wasn't to be known. He was this mysterious character who released. He was almost a kind of character act. In the extent to which he was is not really known. But now it's so about who you are, and it's the person who is very much for sale. And I completely understand how discombobulating having so much of yourself out there feels. I mean, I understand it. Yeah, I feel it too.
I guess it would just be so nice to be confident. And like, I've never been a confident person. And I saw this one yesterday, which was hate. Only sad people hate. Confident people don't hate, or happy people don't hate. And it's just this really goofy, beautiful woman just dancing with abandon. And I saw that for 8 seconds and I was like, fuck you.
Do you think?
Fuck you, bitch.
I hate you.
Yeah, I did. I thought, I'm going to write something under this. I didn't, obviously, because I've never, ever written a horrible comment. But I just can't imagine going into a room and feeling like, oh my God, and not feeling like everyone hates me. I'm a horrible person. Why the fuck did I come here today? And I think that's taken its toll. And I don't know why it's taken such a deep dive. And then you very sweetly.
Yeah. Oh, good. That was not what I expected.
You find me so funny. You see me, you do, when I said to you last night, I hate how I look. I hate my body. I hate my face. I hate my teeth. I hate this side of I hate all of it. And you looked so crushed and confused. And it was so sweet. And it's like, I refrain from telling you stuff like that quite a lot because I'm worried you won't believe me, that I feel like that. And I'm just saying it so I can get a compliment. But then, so to help me, sometimes you say stuff like, look at what this person's doing because you know that what I do want ultimately is to crack social media so that I have more opportunities again. And
it is going to be a crying one.
No. So when you recommend people to me, like yesterday, like I spent ages upstairs just like trying to look at this woman that you had recommended. And again, she's somebody who's immediately just started a new account and has gone like stratospheric very quickly. And she's doing very, very vulnerable, honest. I'm doing inverted commas. Is that honest? Is that inverted commas?
Sure.
Okay. Supposedly honest, candid things about motherhood, which is the type of area that I should be things that I should be doing.
Yeah, big time.
But I first of all, her profile didn't load. And for a second I got really excited thinking that she's been like banned.
When you said her profile won't load, I thought that she'd blocked you because she hates your content.
I didn't even consider that. Thank you.
Well, she hasn't. You got there in the end.
Why would she block me?
Because she hates you. I don't know.
Right,
I thought it was just a funny
of course,
thing.
She must hate me.
If you couldn't get through, there's very little else that I could think of that would mean that you couldn't see it if I could.
If you had said that to me yesterday, I would have broken down.
I know. I've met you.
So I spent a while looking through all of her reels. Not all of them, obviously. But it's so strange, this new era we're living in where if you want to have a career, you have to nail it on this platform. And I was watching her thinking, how can I be more like her? What's she doing that's really good? Like, oh, she's got that piercing. I should get a piercing. Oh, she's got a finger tattoo. I'll book myself one in. Like, what angle is she doing in the bathroom there? Like, what tripod is she using? When she's just trying to make candid things about motherhood. And this is what my issue is. It's like, they're not honest. They aren't real. She has decided to market herself in this way so she can very quickly get, massive on social media. Good for her. But, you can see that she's reading an auto cue. You can see that she's acting frustrated with motherhood to get, and doing this kind of very, this trope I really dislike, which kind of puts me in the category of non-feminist, which I'm not, but of like, aren't men shit type thing. And I hate it. hate when I see people doing that because it just gets likes. Don't mothers do so much more than fathers? And isn't it really annoying how men just get off? They just get to go and do this and we're doing all the stuff. I hate it. It's so done. It's
like when you see a comedian in London complain about how stupid Brexit is.
Huh.
It's like, it's not that you disagree. It's that the thing is being done for the wrong reasons. It's to curry favor with an audience you know is there.
Yeah.
That is active, that you know that you can activate by saying the right thing.
And it is activation. It's the algorithm being activated. The second they see something, motherhood tick, feminism tick, angry at men tick. Go, 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 go.
I think I was unaware she was reading an auto cue or that she'd accessed the auto cue function on her phone. Maybe she only does that sometimes.
So I probably now get just in case anyone is watching and they think that they know who it is. She's fucking great. She's really done well. Good. I'm not attacking. I'm being honest about what I thought.
I'm glad I was able to drive us here to the little hilltop of redemption. I think, I also think with regards to artifice, this is like, it's like training a dog. The dog doesn't go, when he says sit, I'm going to sit. It's just he learns that he gets a treat when you tell him to sit. So you mention something once or you go, isn't this shit? The whole way that the algorithm is programmed is to, even if the starting point is authenticity, it breeds inauthenticity because you do a good thing on there that people like, and then you get that dopamine rush of being told you're done well, you get your treat, and then you replicate that behavior. So it doesn't become like, it removes your own agency from your creative choices.
Yeah, and I'm sorry if anyone's getting frustrated with how much we're talking about social media, but I guess it's I'm in the same position as I was a couple of years ago when I had my, I decided to commit to doing loads and did go up in numbers, and then that all fell away when I started being myself again. And it's such a trap that we're in. And I don't know what else, because the truth is, which is so clear on things like OnlyFans, unless you are constantly putting out content, you will lose people and it's exhausting. So in a way, I've got to get stronger about what I need to be less insane.
Yes. And I think actually the bizarre thing is it's interesting that we're talking so much about it and I think we should try and make an effort to make this the last time for a little while that we speak about it. But again, you have this thing that is the focal point of your life. And then you come on here and are expected to speak about, perhaps, who knows what anybody's expected to speak about something that isn't the thing that is the focal point of your entire life.
Yeah. And that's why I used to have fights with BB all the time about when we did a podcast together, because we don't have a producer here. We're not in a studio. We haven't got dressed up. We're in our house. Our kid is in the next, he's gone out now. He's gone to Asda.
Yeah. We've asked him to pick up some mince. Beef, not imperial.
But it is quite a difficult thing to do. I can't just switch on now and be someone else. It's really exhausting. And I think we used to get into fights all the time, me and Bibi, with, of like, well, what, we can't just talk about you being, this happening in your life, or we can't just talk, but then what are we meant to? That's why so many podcasts have a theme, obviously, but this is not one of those.
Well, I think it
will fast become.
I think it's a podcast about something.
I think it's
comment below.
No,
if you think you know what the theme of the podcast is.
Well, the theme of the podcast is how we're managing to have a relationship that does survive as we both try and seek fulfillment in these weird careers that we have have worked for, and also keep our 4 children like happy. And I don't know, I did have this epiphany yesterday running. I was thinking, actually, I think that I feel like a failure in every single way.
Perfect.
But one success is us. Like I do feel like that. If somebody said to me, right, you're going to be 38, you're going to have 4 kids, you're going to live in Liverpool in a house that you own. You know, you're going to love your boyfriend and your kids are going to be happy. Everything else is going to be quite shit. I'd be like, I'll take it. I would, thank you. That sounds incredible. Because it really is. It really is. And it's just, I'm just going through something else. Like, and that's okay. That will ease, hopefully. But yeah, I forget constantly that being happy with you and like finding each other funny and learning new things all the time. Actually, I don't learn anything new. I wish I could. Do we learn anything new about each other?
I think we do. I think in this pressurized recorded situation, it's very hard to summon immediately all the things that you mean. Learn new things, like learn like what the capital of Iceland is, or do you mean learn like about each other? It's
just one of those things people say, don't they? When they say, oh, they've been together 20 years and every day they learn something new about each other they didn't know before.
Well, I learned today. No, not really.
This is going to be about my storage stuff.
Yeah. But I mean, I think you do, whether or not you necessarily, you express it to yourself in your head. You go, oh, that's something about you that I didn't know before. I think the idea of the other person develops in the mind of the other every day, which is in a sense learning something new. We are like, we're different. And I think it's only when you think back every so often at the fights you used to have or the things that you used to do that you don't do anymore, the ways you used to behave, you know, the state that you used to be in, the amount of development, it like every now and again, like you, in the same way that you don't notice the weight that you've lost the day after yesterday, but you do notice it after 5 weeks. So sometimes I'll think, oh, wow, we don't do that anymore. And sometimes I'll think, I cannot believe that she still doesn't put the lid back on anything after 10 years of me saying, shall we put the lids back on the Listerine? Shall we put the lid back on the jar of whatever it is? I shake the ketchup sometimes to get it. Shall we put the lid back on it, therefore, lest it go fucking everywhere? The heating. If you just open the windows when the heating's on, the thermostat will register that as a lower temperature and turn the heating of the house up. So it wastes money. And I don't understand that if you do learn something new about me every day, you haven't learned that yet.
Will you show me the bills? Because we're getting bills. Why don't I see them?
Because they come to me.
Because you hide them.
No, because they come to me.
Okay, well, you must show me them.
Hide them? Like, it's like
you just don't do any out of it.
Beavering around the house looking for bills, and I've gone, ha. They're all in my lockbox.
I just don't want a fucking bailiff coming again, please.
British Gas, Fuse Energy, and United Utilities. Don't tell people who our energy suppliers are.
I guess I haven't learned new things about you, but I've accepted. No, but this is a nice thing. I think for a long time, maybe until we were like 34, I think both of us were still quite not in this for the forever. And that still terrifies me saying, but I think I hate also settling down and stuff like that, but I know I want to be with you. I just know that. And not that I didn't know that before, but it's so clear now that a lot of the other things that used to really bother me have subsided because I feel like we've both reached the point where we know that.
Yes, I'm sure about you.
I'm sure about you. And I wasn't for a long time.
The amount of time it would take me to get to know somebody as well as I know you, it just feels, and I feel
not worth it.
Well, it would just be, it's a sunk cost fallacy. But in who you are and what we are with each other and the way that we are with each other and who we are to each other, I know what you mean about the word settled, feeling like it's not nice. Like to have settled for somebody is not nice, but to have settled with somebody is. And it is a sense of, it's comfortable, but I feel it's a comfortable elation that I feel to be with you and to know that I'll be with you till
you die.
Death parts us till I die. Yeah, it will be me.
It's like renting and buying. We've never owned any. I didn't feel like we could really make. I don't know. I just didn't feel like it was certain that we could get this is an analogy. It's another train analogy. No.
And like all the best analogies, it needs announcing as an analogy.
Yeah, so it's an analogy, but I didn't feel like, I feel like now I own you. Now I own you. I can really enjoy you.
Perfect.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I get that sense actually.
I'm not worried about blue tack anymore.
Yeah. And if we did break up, it would be a nightmare to go through and like decide who got the Patreon.
Yeah, that would be, well.
I'd get the Patreon.
I'd get the kids. That seems about equal.
I'll get the dog and the Patreon. I'll settle with that.
The thing is, if we broke up and you took the dog, I wouldn't give a shit. Mm-hmm. And that's not, I love him, but I don't think I would miss him yet. So would that happen? Or do you think I'll never miss him?
You will miss him.
I wouldn't miss him. It takes 8 months, doesn't it, for love to come with a baby? Doesn't take 8 months for love to come with a human, an adult human.
I have absolutely no idea. I don't know what you're talking about. Who are you referencing?
Oh, it's like old thing where when you have a baby, apparently it takes 8 months for the love to kick in. You love them at 8 months. I definitely had that with Donnie. I remember he got to 8 months and everyone had said this to me. And I was like, no, I definitely love him. I definitely love him already. But then it got to 8 months and it was a different feeling to what I've ever felt in my life.
8 years for me that took.
Wow.
He got good at 8 years.
Yeah. He's good at every year. They did this really bad thing yesterday where they looked through this file I've got which says nice stuff on it, which I've got upstairs because I was trying to decorate that room upstairs before we paint it. So I thought I can ruin the wall with blue tack. So I did, and I took some stuff out and there was a couple of birthday cards from a few years ago for Donnie, and one for Donnie and one for Margot. And I came upstairs and they were both standing there looking at their birthday cards. And Margot was honestly so upset. And she's like, Mommy, you wrote so much more stuff for Donnie. And then I looked at them and it was so much nicer for Donnie. So it was like, Donnie, I just love your brain and how it works. You're such a kind, it was like an essay for Donnie. And Marcus was like, I love you so much. Happy birthday.
Oh, no.
I know. I felt so bad. I don't know why. I was like, well,
you should feel.
Maybe, July, everyone's hot. You were born, maybe I was more stressed in July. Sorry.
That's something to think about, isn't it?
What?
Our children joke, and I hope it's a joke, pretending that they know our favourites.
All the time. They talk about it every other day.
Yeah. And they talk about us breaking up again every other day. Margot does, yeah. I
think Margot just fantasizes about the drama of the breakup, and they don't talk about. I don't hear them talk much about.
No. Margot does. It's only
to
her.
You.
It's only her. Yeah.
To you.
Yeah.
What does she say?
She says, "Don't break up."
Oh.
Don't break up. You can't break up.
That's really sad.
It's not, because we're not breaking up.
Yeah,
so
I know,
happy.
but why is she saying that?
Because I think she's just reached an age where she realizes that sometimes that happens. Maybe she's gotten her to her new school and she has a friend and is like, oh no, my mum and dad aren't together anymore. And she's gone, oh, that can happen.
Yeah.
And the awareness of that is new for her, and she's afraid of it, I suppose.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
We put out feelers for questions.
You've already said that.
Yeah, I know. And you didn't give any questions or answers.
Well, I did.
Whatever.
Then I got stressed about Russia.
Right. Oh, right. Yeah, of course. So Russia. I'm going to read them. I'm going to read them because it's just too. I can't watch you go away from. Do you have your Adidas track pants on today? No, but I have my Adidas jumper on. But I really resent that question because it makes me feel predictable. I have a question about Patreon picture.
That's the one I just said.
I know it is. I'm just reading it again. Jesse, I'm not like a mad idiot, am I? What are your thoughts on the Mohamed Salah situation? Jesse, what are your thoughts on the Mohamed Salah situation?
I really like him, and I would be sad if he left Liverpool.
Mm-hmm.
Is he leaving Liverpool?
Yes.
Is he actually?
I don't know.
Okay.
We'll find out in January.
I cannot believe that I didn't know so much about the Everton and Liverpool divide. It's really interesting. So so people who are born in Liverpool should support Everton.
No.
Is that right?
No.
Oh, right.
Who said that?
Carl.
Yeah, but he would say that because he's an Everton fan. That's like a thing he's done to...
He said, yeah, Alfie's not from Liverpool, so he supports Liverpool.
So where's Adam born?
Yeah, and then Adam was like, Alfie's mum is from Liverpool, so actually that's not fair.
That's just something Everton supporters say to try and... Everton supporters to try and gain a sense of validity and like realness within the city. Like, we're the real Scousers. You're not, if you close the airports, Anfield will be empty. Like, it's not true, but at the same time, like only you wouldn't be from anywhere else and support Everton.
So did Liverpool play Everton ever?
Yes, twice a season. I took Donnie to see Liverpool-Everton last year.
And you couldn't dress in your Liverpool thing?
Well, oh yeah, I said like it's a better idea if we don't wear colours because it's like, I mean, I don't think that's kind of overstated.
Was this at the new one by the Titanic?
No, it was at Liverpool.
I want to go to the new one by Titanic. Maybe I'll support Everton just to fuck us up a bit.
Go on, go for it.
Okay.
If you were a lively and enthusiastic football fan, I would be, what do they say? Here for that.
Right. No, I don't think I'll ever be that. Sorry.
Okay.
No. And lastly, we should just quickly talk about Christmas in terms of presents, because...
Do you want to get each other presents this year?
I have got you a present, and it cost...
£500.
It cost... I just got paid, so I really make stupid decisions when I just got paid.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is with Christmas presents, you should always announce well ahead of Christmas Day how much you've spent on the other person.
No, but I just think we're shit at presents, and I've said that we're going to spend £200 on each kid. Is that a lot? I don't know. We've always.
When you've got 4 kids, it's a lot.
Yeah, so 100 for the little ones, or 50. 50.
Let's just. I don't know.
I want you to spend £200 on me.
Did you spend £200 on me? I
spent 150, but I think you should spend 200 on me. That's what I think.
Okay.
And I think it should be kind of a really nice present that you've thought about, because I've thought about mine.
But why, when we don't ever... I like one of the things what do you like about Jessie as a partner? We don't do presents.
Yeah, but it's just easier that way, isn't it, for you? It's
easier for both of us because neither of us do presents.
It's easier for you to actually just accept that I, believe that, when actually maybe I do.
But you were the one who introduced this into our lives.
I know, but that's because I hate Christmas, and I've always had bad Christmases. So maybe it'll be a nice thing, and then we could do presents on Christmas Eve. Okay, so get me a nice present. And how are you feeling about your special coming out on Sunday, 2 p.m?
On YouTube. 2 p.m. on my YouTube channel, not this YouTube channel. Or maybe I could collab between the two.
Can you do that?
Yes, you can. Maybe I should collab between yours. You've got 20,000 followers over there. Anyway, it will come out on 2 p.m. at Tuesday. I've got to do clips for it, etc. I'm feeling better than I was.
You feel better than you were because you've faced it and you've spoken to so many people and it's got really nice feedback already. And, you know, you're on the train.
I'm on the train.
You're on the analogy train.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for listening. Come back again next week.
This has been a very strange podcast. Let's just have a little bit of let's just...
A moment of quiet reflection.
Yeah. I've not enjoyed this at all.
Have you not?
No, I've really...
You've hid your feelings very well about it. better than usual.
I just feel like we've both been very serious and I feel very tense.
Well, that 'twas ever thus, you know?
I know. I just want to blame something. You know, when you just need to blame someone or something.
Mm-hmm. And you'd like to blame me?
No, I don't. I'm not going to blame you.
But
I'll make sure I'm not a bitch to my mum.
But you would like to blame me?
No, I blame myself. I think I just need to go on a run.
Okay, you go on a run.
I'm going to go on a run and just never come back.
Yeah, I'm going to go for a pint, never come back.
Okay, if you're going for a pint, I'm definitely going for a run.
Yeah, our two vices.
Yeah.
God,
maybe I could start secretly drinking or something.
Oh my God, I'd love it if you did that. Although you're quite a confrontational drunk, yeah.
No, when have I ever been drunk and confrontational?
I've never really seen you drunk.
No.
You just get a little bit horny, but then anything makes you horny.
Okay, thank you for listening, everybody.
Thank you for listening.
That's killed the podcast use of that word.
Well, do you not like the word horny?
No, who likes that word?
Horny. Jessie is horny.
I just immediately picture myself in Manchester at a nightclub where that song came on. Oh God.
By Moose T.
Yeah, everyone just going fucking mad.
Horny.
And being on the dance floor as that song comes on and you look like you wanted to be on the dance floor for that song. So embarrassing. When
I worked at Topshop, there was a beautiful woman who worked on Topshop shoes. She was Swedish and blonde, called Helena. And I thought, oh my God, she is just... And it was one of the few times in my life that I've seen somebody from afar.
And
ejaculated immediately onto them like an octopus. Like it's my sort of ink that I'm squidding. Anyway, no, one of the few people that I've seen from afar, and you really like yourself there. Made yourself laugh, have you? Not all allowed horny, but we are allowed ejaculated.
Yes.
It's a fickle industry, the podcast industry, navigating it with you, Jessica Cave. One of you, and I saw her and went, oh my God, she's just, and then ended up in a club with her in Leicester Square after a night out. And it was very exciting. And PIMP by 50 Cent came on and we were dancing and she was mouthing it to me whilst looking me in the eyes. And I was just trying to tell myself over and again, you're beautiful. I don't know what you heard about. And she did this, me, but you won't get $1 out of me. No Cadillacs, no perms you can't see. But I'm a motherfucking PIMP. And she knew all the words to 50 Cent's PIMP. And I was sort of having to dance going, yeah, I'm actually a PIMP too as well. So.
Did you mouth the lyrics back?
I think so, yeah. I have a memory of doing that.
Oh, did you sleep with her?
You
did? Mm-hmm. Is her name really Helena? You're such an idiot, Alfie.
No, I haven't given you a second name. Helena Larson or whatever it is.
I thought you were going to say it disgusted you, the fact that she was it made you feel very cringed.
It disgusted me, yes. It disgusted me that I was doing it. I was disgusted with myself. I was disgusted with her. But just very, I was still living at home at the time. I was 18.
So you just needed any chance to sleep somewhere else, didn't you?
No. She came back to my family home. I introduced her to my mum in the morning.
What's she like?
My dad actually. What was she like when she was awkward, my mum, when I introduced her to Helena. But I think actually not without a sense of, oh, well, it's good that he's there's a bit of pride there, I think.
Yeah, and if she's hot, then your mum would have been like, okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
That's well done, son.
Yeah, good for him.
I once told my father that I'd slept with somebody who worked, a colleague of his. I'd slept with a colleague of his who worked at BBC Radio. And he went, you haven't? And I went, yeah, I did. Yeah. And he went, no, really? And I went, yeah. And he went, and he came over to me and he put his hand on my cheek.
Don't touch my face.
And he tapped it and he went, that's my boy.
Oh, and that's nice.
And then he left.
Oh,
after we
really
just had dinner at the Bolo in Acton.
Acton. Haven't been to Acton in a long time. Never want to go there again.
No.
Actually, Acton's now a very bougie place to live.
It is, but I got beaten up in Acton.
Okay. I got raped in Acton. I'm joking.
You got raped in Golders Green?
Yeah, Golders Green. Nearly raped in Acton. I had a similar... I had the opposite experience to what you had on the dance floor with that song. Not that song, sorry, a different song. But I was dancing with a guy who was actually my boyfriend and very new. I didn't fancy him, but I knew he would be a good boyfriend to have. And so we had embarked on that. We had kissed and stuff, but we hadn't yet, gone to the next level. And we were on the dance floor, and that song, You Should Let Me Love You by Mario. Was it Mario? Come on, you should let me. And it's like a really tender, sweet song where he's saying that he's going to look after her and he's going to be a good guy and please let me love you. And this guy sang the whole thing into my ear from behind. He was holding me. He was holding me from behind and swaying me and like rocking my body. And my face was like, because I just wanted to be fucked. I just wanted to be like treated like quite like roughly and like I did not want anything tender and sweet. And everything in me just is like, I need to go. But the song finished and I just looked at him differently after that. And then I broke up with him.
And that was in Acton.
Actually, I cheated on him. Yeah, I was a bitch.
Yeah.
Such a bitch. It wasn't in Acton, but it was probably somewhere around Acton. It was nowhere near Acton. Why was
Was it the Redback in Acton?
No. I never went there. It looked cool though. That was always like the place where it was Redback next to Twyford High School. I
went there with my girlfriend. I think the girlfriend who in my life I've treated most appallingly, actually.
Oh, really? What did you do that was so appalling? Please don't say anything.
Well,
awful.
During our relationship, her father was very ill and dying. And
right.
I just was 18 and wasn't very good at navigating that emotionally. Oh. So didn't. I later apologized to her. But I imagine she still thinks I'm a bit of a... But I was 18, and she was 20.
You do remember those experiences so intensely from those periods of time. So she will definitely remember you.
Oh, she'll definitely...
And she'll hate you.
She'll definitely remember... I don't think she'll hate me because she was, even back then, like quite emotionally mature, which I think actually worsened things because it illuminated my lack of emotional maturity even more. And I think that, with the passing of time, I don't think she'll have fond memories of me, but she'll be able to, well, he was an 18-year-old idiot. So,
Hopefully. Whereas I remember anyone who wronged me in my 15 to 22, 24, I look back and I feel so angry. But I think I'm a bitter person.
Yeah. And I don't really, I work so hard not to feel angry. That I think I've suppressed it so much that when it does come out, it's going to be arrestable. Because everybody with a temper that I've ever been around, it seems like such a waste of energy. So I really try to not have a temper, but now I feel like it's hard to summon.
You're going to really dislike me for saying this.
Perfect. Well, please.
Well, we're in bonus time for the podcast. We've now done, I feel like, a satisfactory episode.
Mm-hmm.
So now I can be horrible. Or, prod you a little bit.
Perfect.
Would you like that?
No, but
Okay.
I have a feeling that it's what's going to happen.
No, it's okay. I won't.
No. But you have to, for the sake of
Well,
everybody
I think
listening.
I know that you were depressed in your 20s,
Carry on.
but you had quite a good childhood. You had a good teenhood. You had a nice life. So when you say, I didn't feel angry and bitter towards, I worked really hard to not feel, I feel like, well, you didn't have that much to, good stuff. You had girlfriends, you had sex, you had friends, you had a nice, whereas I had it was a difficult, rocky teen. It wasn't ideal, a lot of it. So I'm more prone to anger and bitterness. It comes quite easily for me because I feel quite still, raw from those experiences. Whereas I think maybe you just had quite a nice, did you think, does that really mean to me?
No, I think that's really fair. That's really very fair and well observed.
And I think guys...
I mean, obviously, I think suffering's the same for everyone.
No, I know. I know you'd think that. I know you think that.
But I really... No, I in all seriousness, I don't disagree with you. I think that you're right.
You were also beautiful. You were a beautiful teen and early 20-something.
That's going in my jar of hurtful past tenses.
Sorry.
Along with how was my mother.
No, but you were a really charming, funny, hot 19, 20, 21-year-old. So for you to say, oh, I didn't have anger. Of course you had a nice time. You were having a great time.
I was.
So yeah, fuck you.
Fair enough.
Whereas the quirky, bigger girls out there back then, I was a quirky, not skinny, glasses wearing, terribly afraid, awkward loner. I'm going to be angry.
Sure, but I think my school career till the age of 15 was laden with unpleasantness. And I think of the times in my life when I felt truly depressed, and I see no difference really between the depression that I felt at the age of 9 years old and 36 or whatever it was, or other stages, 22. I was in a bad place. And 9, it is right up there with them. 9, 10, 11, 12. It got slightly better when I was 11 or 12, but I had a horrible school life.
You had a horrible school life, and that's.
But so I think you're absolutely right. But that's my charmed existence happened when I grew. It actually changed when I got the part of Kolesnikov from the government inspector in the school play. And I, in a sense, learned everything I knew about how to be charming or confident from embodying this character. And I remember I was walking around the school and my drama teacher, Andrew, said to me, "You're still in character?"
No.
And I went, "No," but I was. I loved being Kolesnikov with all of my heart.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And I also found I really got into the rowing machine at that point. Lost a lot of my gut, and then grew 3 inches in about a year. Yeah. So it all happened at around the age of 16, 17.
It's interesting you say that the depression you felt at 9, you see no difference between that and the depression, say, at 36. That's a chemical innate depression that's just, there. It's not a circumstantial, I'm going to word this appallingly, but when events happen that is the situation causes you to feel this, that's a different type of depression, I think.
I think that you could point to them both being, in a sense, circumstantial.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it depends on, I guess, if you go back and analyze why you felt depressed at 9, but it won't be the same situation as when you're 36. That's why I don't understand.
Well, no, I wasn't at 36 being bullied and having no friends.
Right. Okay.
And finding school sort of impossible and irrelevant and feeling feeling like I was a huge, I thought I was smart, but again, I was shit academically. So there was a deep sense of frustration as to like what it was I wasn't unlocking. I had a very aggressive teacher at that age and no friends and people like, I have very vivid memories of people pretending to fancy me as like a dare or a joke.
Oh. Okay, I feel bad. I thought you just said you had like a depression at 9. I didn't realize it was because of that, so I feel bad. I take that back.
It was because of stuff. In the same way that like...
It wasn't just like a random apathy.
It wasn't like my serotonin levels were low. No.
Okay, cool.
I mean,
whereas I think my serotonin levels have always been low and situations have happened that have been shit.
Yeah.
Maybe I had low testosterone. Maybe I've always had low testosterone.
Maybe. I mean, I'm interested to look into the symptomatic effects of low testosterone in women.
Well, let's get on that right now. Let's get off this podcast and start Googling.
Well, you've had a bumper episode today. And also, if you are watching this on YouTube, then subscribe. In fact, I'm going to say that in the intro, so don't worry about it.
Let's save a lot of stuff for the intro. We need to do some apologies.
Okay.